Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Welcome back. It's so good to see you. I've got the game ready, so we can get right to doing it to it.
You are now tuning into
Hi. Oh, so strange to see you right outside of my window here in Hometown, in our very first hometown-themed internet experience. Today we're genuinely going to be starting Final Fantasy Legend 2, and a lot of this is experimental, but we're in it together. I can't hear the music, but you should be able to. And you should be breathing in what an epic display of the legend this is. Magi, the symbol of great power, the legacy of the ancient gods who made this world. Many fought for the mighty power, some won and some failed. Now, another legend of bravery is about to begin. Spoiler alert, it's our legend of bravery. I told you that we were just gonna be regular old goobers and become brave heroes through our endeavors, and here we are actually doing it. So I guess the first choice is, who are we? Now, no matter who we are, our parents are gonna be human, so there's kind of a lot to be questioned here, like, do two humans have a mutant? Did two humans build a robot and raise it as their child? Where did this monster come from? And it's possible that I'm overthinking it, like maybe it's an adoption thing. Maybe in this canon humans can give birth to monsters, but I don't know. I don't know about that. What I do really like about it is that the archetypes aren't all classic fantasy archetypes. Like, it's there, but it's a little bit grimier. It's got that kind of early 90s slime punk sewer vibe going on. Who am I, though? They say that there are only two genders, original and sugar-free, and yet here I see 8 options of who I might be. I think I'm a robot. I think in this canon, I am a robot, really well beloved and really well raised by good old mom and dad. This is the moment I've been waiting for, and you didn't know that you were waiting for. It's really happening. Right now I believe that we are in the past. This is a flashback. Our dad in his cute yellow hat. I don't know, it might not be yellow, but I kind of picture him as the man in the yellow hat. But we're all asleep, like, oh, Dad, what is it? It's like 3 a.m. and Dad's all, I have to leave now. This text speed is gonna get me. Will you keep... Hey! Puck! Wake up! This is realism in video gaming. Very impressed by this narrative realism. I'm sleepy. Listen. Do not lose this. Got it? So we received this prism, Magi. And we're getting a lot of messages from our dad here. He's like giving us this super valuable thing before he leaves. Apparently he leaves a whole lot. So we're not going to have daddy issues like Dad didn't trust us, but also if he's giving us this valuable thing that needs to be protected, maybe he should have been more concerned that it might bring danger to us, his son-daughter robot. Dad is clearly not going to come home early. He says, yeah, be good, Puck. Why does he always go out the window? Oh, I memorized it incorrectly. I'm sorry, guys. What is this? Oh, I kind of just told you that it was super valuable Magi. We just talked about Magi. Men have fought for them, gods, all sorts of stuff. Years later, Puck has grown up. Like, were we a baby robot before, or are emotional algorithms further? I got questions, but I'm comfortable without answers. Now Mom is worried about us. Mom is probably worried about Dad. I want to go look for Dad. Mom has known this day was coming and that she's gonna lose her entire family. This is a rough time for Mom. Oh. I knew you would say so someday. You're adventurous like your father. We're kind of hemming and hawing about it though. But I'm worried about you, Mom. You'll be alone. We've probably been worrying about this since Dad left, to be honest. This is probably the biggest point in our bravery, is telling Mom that this is something that we have to do, even though we're gonna be super sad to be losing, I guess not losing her, but being away from her and leaving her alone. But I guess Mom's got stuff. And she really believes that we're gonna find Dad. This is a loaded conversation. Like, all of these ellipses are everything that's anxious about a family dynamic loaded with subtext. See, we're about to be like, Mom, and we're gonna be like, Mom, I love you. She knows too, but she cuts us off. She's like, go to school. Go talk to Mr. S. What kind of a school is it too, where we go to our teacher and we're like, I'm leaving on an adventure? Like, are we still in school? Was he a really formative part of our childhoods? There aren't answers, but we can answer them ourselves, because this is our story. However we interpret it is who our character is. Mr. S seems like he was waiting for this. He knew that he had to tell us something because we were leaving. To tell me this: the ancient gods made this world. Yes, I know. We had a whole intro about that. Their legacy is left all over this world in form of magi. Alright, I mean, we done been knowing this. What you've received from your father is one piece of it. 77 of those magi make a statue of a goddess, Isis. Isis is a word we use less loosely in 2017, even for names of goddesses. But now we're finding out what our dad entrusted us with, and probably our hearts, our motherboards are swelling with warmth. I don't think a motherboard is the equivalent to a heart. Sure, it's the emotional algorithm. Puck has grown up. But yeah, we gotta stop bad dudes from getting the magi and trying to become new gods, because new gods are even worse than the nouveau riche. I don't really know how to say nouveau riche. I mean, I know it's like the new rich. Why did my father have such a thing? Preventing magi from being abused for wrong purposes. Like a hero? Well, yes, kind of. Like a revolutionary. If you wish to find your father, search for magi. That's good advice. Mr. S has really known that this was coming. I will. Your magi is called the prism. It tells you the number of magi in the same area. It'll help you. That is super helpful. And super magical. That it can sense other parts of itself, that these aren't just broken chunks, that everything is interconnected by energy. Now we're promising our teacher that we're going to study more about magi, but he knows we're not going to study. I know we're not going to study. You know we're not going to study. Also, literally all of our friends know that we're not going to study. Mr. S believes in the power of friendship. Take 3 with you. Alright, for our purposes here, let's get a little monster, a little snaky baby dragon. Oh, Sneck. Sneck is 4 letters. Okay. He's not always going to be a Sneck. The monster system in this game is super duper complicated, and I don't understand it. I'm going to try to figure it out and do a video on it, but in the meantime, no promises. So next up, we got our bestie, mutant female. And maybe she's also been our love interest, but I'm a robot and she's a mutant, and on one hand, we understand each other as misfits, but on the other hand, it's not gonna work still, even though we understand each other as misfits. Oh gosh, but what do I name my crush who I'm making up an excuse to bring with me on this adventure? This is rough. I'm so sorry, team. I'm so sorry, Ruff. Ruff is gonna be short for like Ruffala, but maybe she like hangs out with the dudes and she's one of the dudes. Speaking of the dudes, we got this human male. Super excited to get him in some blue jeans. Super excited to get him in some sweet armor. He is our dude. We got our friends together. Mr. S is so helpful. Everybody really wants us to have an adventure and do a great job. Alright, so we want to go to the Cave of the North first. What a good teacher. I mean, let's check in on Hometown before we head out. Oh, everybody knows our name. Okay, you guys gotta get ready for this, because this slime and this quote and this moment is like, it's one of my favorite video game moments of all time, and it's my #1 quote. I don't think I'm overselling it. I think it's like truly perfect. You ready? Okay. Something's going on outside. It's like the perfect NPC line. Because first of all, like not really that much is going on outside. The thing that's going on is we're like, oh, adios. I love you friends, but I gotta go. Like there are no crazy events in Hometown. He's just feeling the vibe, but he's also like, hey, what's up with that? He's the chillest NPC there ever was, the most chill. Alright, the North Cave is a cave that's up north. This is good to know. We got a mutant female. We are going to look for our father. We are going to take care. Thanks so much. Mom's going to let us take a nap. Oh, don't be selfish. You're responsible for your friends. Mom is the least selfish of all. Mom was like, yeah, go look for your dad. I understand that you need to, even though I'm gonna be alone forever. But also look after your friends. Take care of the people who are with you on your journey. Our mom is seriously the best. Best mom. I guess she would have to be to put up with revolutionary dad who's always in and out. Who's this moth mom? Oh, it's a moth bro, my bad. Dude, don't be late for dinner. Oh, it's not a bro, it's just that we named him Dude. I don't think Dude is telling Moth Mom that he's not gonna be home for dinner. It's rough. Alright, what we got going on here? Cute Fox. Oh, cute Fox and Sneck living together. Fox giving us a cure in case Sneck gets a status ailment. Oh, my aching heart. Alright, there's the school. We've already spoken to Mr. S. I guess it's time for us to set out on our journey. Wait up! Why, it's Mr. S! Our teacher is gonna keep us safe. He's gonna show us that not everything is just ivory towers and higher education. He can throw down in the real world. I'd better come with you. Mr. S joined. Oh, I didn't even move, and we've already got our first battle. This jaguar, or maybe more than one jaguar. Alright, so as a student, I've just been carrying around a Colt gun. Nice pistol. Sneck's physical attack is Nail. Sneck also has Flame. Flame is an AoE, and PP in this game is really sensitive, so I want to be careful with it. So I'm going to use Nail, even though I'm pretty sure it's a garbage move. In the same vein, I'm going to use Bow, which is not a garbage move. Bow can actually be pretty good. I think it's like a speed-based. Dude's got a longsword, because, like, Dude's got a longsword. He's been practicing for this moment to be buff and cool his whole life. Mr. S is super overpowered. I'm gonna just show off with him. I think he's actually gonna go first. I think that moves go from the bottom in your party, and it's always the NPC. So I think he's just gonna cook this jaguar right into meat. Okay, it is a group of jaguar, and it's an AoE. Yeah, just take it right out. Hit the flame. We got 168 GP. Oh, look at this landscape. Uh-oh, it's jaguars some more. Next up, I think I'm just gonna run Mr. S on Dissolve all the time. I feel like it's less powerful. In real life, I think it's the same amount of power. Okay, it's like 19 less, but you can absorb HP. I've just been doing this, like saving fire as if it's gonna be important. Oh, look at that, dude got his hit in. I got my Colt in. Okay, so using fire is ultimately gonna save us PP, I think, so probably I will go back to doing that. Man, you can't walk a single step around here without some weird a Sigaru ninja, or a fraggin' team of jaguars messing with your head, but we are like super prepared. We've got the power of friendship, Sensei is here, we're getting it done. I wonder what Mr. S's name was in Japanese. I will look into that.
This just in. Popular teacher Mr. S has been located in the Japanese manual of Final Fantasy Legend 2, which goes by an altogether different title. His name in the Japanese version is Sensei, so Mr. S was clearly created to approximate the size constraints, four-letter size constraints of a Japanese Game Boy game. You also might be noticing that the art style seems significantly different than the one that we've seen previously in the manual, and that is true universally. Now that I have the entirety of this manual, I am super excited to show you all next episode what those differences are and try to analyze some of what they mean. Let's see how well we can zoom in on the art style for a spoiler of what's to come next week. Quality isn't best, but look at the discrepancy between the robots that we've seen previously, the human male that we've seen previously, and little dragons that we've seen previously. Now that you've taken a moment to breathe them in, let me tell you, you haven't seen anything yet. Tune in next time.
Aw, Ruff's max HP gained by 7. This is fantastic. Alright, so I'm gonna do something a little bit dubious, because as I mentioned in the last video, leveling up in this game is like not the best. You know what, I was gonna save scum it, but I think it'd really break our immersion. What you can do is if you get new stats on a human or a mutant, you can save, you can turn the Game Boy back on and off, and in the next battle you usually get the stats again, and you can do that a handful more times until it stops. But I'm gonna try not to be a scumbag. Oh, in here we got this cute little lizard with his spinning eyes. And we have 2 goblins. So because there are 2 of them, I think that my Colt will take care of the entire lizard, but we'll focus non-AoE moves on them. And yeah, so we can just all work together to knock out the lizard. And then we'll have Mr. S cook both goblins, and that should be just fine. Yeah. Was I right? I was right. Right on! Gonna have so much GP, gonna buy so many nice things at the Nice Things store. Check out this little platform, check out our super cool robotic looking treasure chests. Get another cure for our status ailment. Okay, so bronze. Bronze is a shield that you actively use. It's not like you have it on your arm and your defense is increased. But the way that robots are set up in this game is such that their equipment defines their stats. I think it's because you're like, oh, well, I'll just pull this off and I'm going to have a gun for an arm and a shield for an arm. But it also has the PP of each thing, so you got to be careful. It has it when you equip it and when you unequip it. And since bronze is not a profoundly useful thing, and I want to show off this mechanic. Oh, this is also strong against paralysis and poison because we're a fragging robot, and robots don't get paralyzed and robots don't get poisoned. Hidden move. So if you look now, I've got Strength 6, Defense 6, Agility 5, and Mana 0. A la Shadowrun, you can't really have a magical essence if you don't have a human body. That actually raises interesting questions given how much of this game is about the flow of energy. But that makes it even more of a hero's tale, that like this robot is going to be bravery, that even without all that mana, even without all of that flow, like we're still going to be this hero. Oh, I forgot that Cure was a move. In any case, okay, so we're hooking up this bronze shield to our robot, who now has defense 8, and you may have just seen the HP pop up. I didn't see what it was before, but now I can tell you with full confidence that it is more good. It is better now. Here we are in the North Cave. I was gonna go in that corner, but I don't think too much is happening. Okay, there's Lizard, there's Goblin. Gonna go with the original strategy. I feel a little... Actually, yeah, no, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. I feel a little bit like I'm being wasteful with my Colt, because it's a super good item and it's not gonna replenish in an inn. But at the same time, like, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I gotta be me. I gotta use the pistol that I have implanted in my arm. Look at it, doing 133 damages to a lizard. Knocking down lizards. Oh no! Biting a robot with your tusks, scratching up my casing. Don't worry, my boy Sneck is gonna get this lizard. We got reptile on reptile action, but it's only 7 damage because nail isn't that tight. Oh, lizard hitting me with that tusk. Everyone's going for me. It's because I'm in the front. Well, let's try this out. How many lizards are left? Yeah, you know what? There's 2 lizards left. Let's AO friggin' E. And... thanks, Mr. S. You've always been my favorite teacher. I'm gonna go straight to ratemyprofessor.com and tell everybody how much you've always supported me. And you don't even grade for attendance. I guess I can just bronze because, like, what's a jaguar gonna do to me, you know? We got 1 jaguar. It's gonna be down in 1 move. Yup. Just knocking down jaguar. I don't know how we're getting gold out of jaguar bodies. That's a thing too. Just wild animals carrying little satchels full of money. Oh, the road less traveled is full of treasure. We've got a hammer and we've got a bow. Okay, let me think about this. Okay, there's no time to think. There's a lot of jaguars. Gonna think later. Yeah, I guess talking out loud is really helping me appreciate the immersion factor of an old school RPG. Alright, so the hammer is kind of a garbage move like Sneck's nail. So I'm gonna put it on Puck to up my strength and HP. But I'm gonna give, even though I keep on angsting about Colt, you know what? Never mind. Dude can keep using a longsword. Dude is a strength guy. I'm gonna be a dexterity jack of all trades guy. But I am gonna subvert gender roles by making Dude our healer. He's a really good guy who's always had our back no matter what. All the different times that I cried over Ruff on the playground, Dude was there. Okay, it's happening. This is not just a regular conversation. This guy wants to fight. Also, he's adorable. Look at his little sprite. He's like a dragon platypus. He's freaking adorable. He's just a monster. We can't identify him. We don't know about this. Give me that magi. Yeah, no conversation. My dad gave me that magi baby worm. And I'm gonna slam you with my Colt. I'm gonna hit you with my flames. Even though we don't need AoE. You know what? Let's dissolve. Let's take HP out of this baby worm. 126 damage, but we still absorb no HP. However, yeah, I mean, I told you at the beginning that Mr. S is overpowered. 1 hit and the boss of this area is knocked down. Oh, Puck, I must stay and guard our town. Good luck. Thank you. I will come back with my father. Goodbye, Mr. S. And Mr. S left. And there's another jaguar to remind us of the first time that we ever fought with him. While we reflect on everything we've been to get through together, whether it's education or knocking down ninjas, this jaguar's taking us to the moment. Cool, so I'm gonna space out this video for a second, and we're gonna save. Next up.
Genuinely, thank you guys so much for being here. I can't believe you made it all this way. And, I'll see you next time if you're up for it. Until then, drop a comment about which of the 8 genders you are. And why. I can't wait to hear your answers.